Hey guys, Waterfowler41 here, and in today's video we're going to be swapping out my OEM air intake for a CV Fabrication Air Intake. So I went ahead and kind of assembled everything for the most part because in full transparency I already filmed this install, but I lost all the audio, so I'm going to refilm it, just kind of walk you through the process. I was going to do voiceovers, but I feel like that's not really all that value add. So we're going to go back through the install. I'll show you how to remove your factory intake and then install the CV fabrication one. Why are we doing this project? Well, I really do like how these dual pipe air intakes sound. My dad had one on his EcoBoost back in the day, and it really does have a nice unique noise to it. But also the second part of this product is going to be the CVF inlet, or the turbo inlet pipes, which attach to the backside of the air intake. So I figured if we're going to go ahead and swap over to the inlet pipes from CV, let's go ahead and just do the whole intake. So that way I have the intake, hot, cold pipes, inlet pipes, down pipes, everything from CV Fab, all one brand. We're good to go. While we're on that note, if you use my coupon code down below, that'll save you 5% on your CV Fab purchase on their website. Use it, don't use it, whatever, but it's there, 5%. Hey, saving any money is good on truck parts. Anyway, installation is very simple once you get everything out of the way. As far as removal, also super simple. There are 3 clamps that you got to undo. So there's a 7mm clamp up here, one down low here, and then one right there. So once you do those all with a 7mm socket, then what you're going to want to do is hop over on the back side of your air intake, and this is the intake air temperature sensor right here. You're going to push that clip in and remove it. Once you do that, now you can pull everything out of the truck. So we got clips here, just undo those. And I already went ahead and undid this guy. So we could pull up the intake box just like so, and pull that guy out. Put him aside, we don't need him anymore. Pull the filter out. With this intake, we're going to reuse the factory lower portion of the box as well as the scoop. There are aftermarket scoops you could buy, but in this video, we're just going to be focused on an intake. So like I said, we're going to reuse this, keep that there. Then the next thing we need to do is just kind of wiggle this guy off of those inlet pipes. And those pipes down there, so that bottom one down there on the driver's side and then this long one that cuts across the engine, we're going to be replacing those eventually, just not in today's video. So once you wiggle this guy off here, pops right out. Be mindful, there's a little bit of there's a hook there, and that hook holds on to this little hose right here. So sometimes you can get caught up on that one. But once we get this guy out of the truck, we could set him aside, and then we could turn our attention to this. So let's get the work surface cleaned off here, and I'll show you how to swap over the intake air temperature sensor on the factory intake into the CV Fab one, and then I'll show you how to throw this guy right into the truck. All right, once you get the pipe out of the way, there is one additional optional step. So there is this little tube you could purchase from CV Fab. It's made by AFE, and basically what this is a little bit of an insert that goes in your crankcase valve vent line, and what this does is it helps make sure that the check engine light doesn't come on. Now, I don't know if it's totally necessary, but we're going to do it anyway just because part of the installation. But anyway, in order to install this guy, set him aside, you need to locate this plug right here. So this line, this is your crankcase vent line, and it goes into an orange plug on my truck. Some trucks are gray. If you have the orange plug, you need to get a tool like this, and I'll leave a link to this guy in the description. All you do is just basically open that up like that, pop it on the bottom side of that little valve there, and push it straight up. And what that'll do is disengage the little plug, and you'll be able to pull the line off. So I went ahead and already did that. Let's see. There you go. So when we go to install this little AFE pipe, we want to make sure that this opening here is facing towards the turbos. Now there's a little note on here that says this side towards turbo. The turbo's that way. So we're going to insert it this way, and then all we got to do is just push that clip or that quick connect right back on there. Then we're good with that part, and then we can do the rest of the intake. Right. Now that we have that little AFE piece flipped into that crankcase valve fitting, went ahead and closed that one up. We're good on that part. Now the last thing we need to do before we can install this assembly into the truck is we need to relocate the intake air temperature sensor onto the CV Fab kit. So there's a bung right here is where the intake temperature sensor goes, and I figured just for comparison, this is essentially what you're replacing. So this is the factory plumbing, and this is the new CV Fab. Like I said, when you switch over to an intake style like this, you get a little bit more of a unique sound to it, and I really like it. So that's why we're doing this project, but also teeing it up for some performance mods down in the future. But anyway, very easy to replace or to remove this intake air temperature sensor. There's a tab here. We're going to get a little flathead and just pull that tab up a little bit and turn this guy counterclockwise. We'll pull him straight out. And then when we look at the side of the intake here, you can see it's keyed, and it only goes in one way. So we're just going to reinstall it right there. There's no tab to lock it in place. It just goes in by pressure, and that's how you hold everything in place. But like I said, I did already install this and lost all the audio. So this is assembled. And I kept it that way so you can see the orientation, because it did take some figuring out or some, moving around and some monkeying around to figure out exactly how these tubes go. But you have two large couplers. The largest one goes on the pipe on the intake that's closest to the front of the vehicle. The smaller of the two goes on the pipe that's on the back side of the intake. And then you get a third little coupler here. Obviously, you can't mess that one up. It only goes in one spot. And there's a hole actually between these two fittings, or between this connection, to make sure you have pressure balance here. So, all right, so the intake air temperature sensor is installed. You can see that little tab on mine points straight down, so you get the orientation correct. It just pops right in there, and it's not going anywhere. So we're good to go on the assembly there. Now, the next thing we're going to do is turn our attention to the bottom of the air intake box. So we're going to install this guy, but one thing you will want to do is there's a wire that's pushed into these things with little push trees. You're going to want to pull the push trees off there and then just use zip ties to hold the wire down. You want it below the surface, because the way this intake air box grabs on is there's two little tabs there. So there's one there, one there. Those tabs hook in right here. And if that wire is not low enough, it's going to get in the way. So basically, we just go ahead and pop it in just like that. And then we're going to use these clips right here that we're holding the factory box on. We're just going to move those up and clip this guy into place. Once we do that, then we could drop our cone filters in there and feed them through the opening like so. And I'll clip all these things into place. But you're going to feed it through the opening just like that. We're going to put a hose clamp on there, and then we're just going to drop our assembly in there. So let's get that guy clipped into place, and then we'll start with assembling the rest of the air intake. And then one other optional thing that you can buy is this cover. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this on there as well. There are threaded inserts on the sides and then the top that you can attach the lid to, just to kind of give you a little bit more dust prevention. All right, so the box is installed, it's clipped in. Again, it just feeds in those tabs on the back, and then you got the two front clips here. Went ahead and dropped our cone filters in. Now the last thing we need to do is just go ahead and tee up this intake so we could drop it in, which means we're going to need to put the hose clamp here and down on the bottom here, just on loosely, so it stays in place, but enough that we can kind of wiggle everything around. So I'll give you one last overview of this guy. So the more extreme curvature pipe goes in the front, and the longer one goes in the rear, and then they connect in the middle with the smaller CV Fab rubber coupling, and then the smaller coupling goes on the back portion of the pipe. The larger one goes on the front portion of the pipe, and then all the band clamps, I think you get 4 that are about the same size for these big guys, and you get these 2 little guys, plus the 2 for the filters. So let's get this guy dropped in there. Last thing, once we get this installed in place, don't forget to plug in your air intake air temperature sensor, and then we're good to go to fire up the truck. All right, so the intake tube is installed. Give it a little wiggle check, make sure everything's tightened down and everything is. As with any sort of project where there's a lot of silicone clamps and hose clamps that you got to install, really what takes the longest is making sure they're all oriented the right way. Do it so you can remove things easier. So I have them all facing up, and so I can get sockets on them in each of the locations. But anyway, as far as the right way to install everything, I tightened down this guy first, this clamp, onto the main factory inlet pipes, because you can only push the silicone gaskets down so far. Same thing over there. And then I tightened up the cones, and then just basically tightened everything up just because of where everything fell into place. But nice solid air intake is installed. So the last thing we need to do is install that cover, and the cover is super simple. There are 4 hex head screws that go into the body of the top portion of the intake. So there's 2 right here, so that you see the threaded inserts, plus these guys on the side. And then once we do that, this guy is installed. So as far as double checking things, make sure you plug in the air intake temperature sensor on the back. Make sure that when you install that little AFE tube in your crankcase vent line, that you push down that vent line all the way and you heard it snap into place. If not, make sure you get it straight on there and then push it down, because you want that nice tight seal there. And then go back and double check all your pipe clamps. But with that said, that is how you install this guy. Let's get the cover on there and then listen to some sound effects, and then, or I'm sorry, let's get the cover on there, listen to some noises from the intake, and then we'll get this guy swapped out, close out this video, and then we'll get on to the next one. that closes out the CV Fabrication Air Intake installation. Went ahead and threw the cover on there, a little dusty from my hands here. But anyway, installation's super simple. Pulling the factory intake out, you leave the bottom portion of it in, and then you just drop the CV Fabrication tubing into place. Again, remember, the larger of the silicone couplings goes on the front portion of the inlet pipes. The smaller one goes on that passenger side pipe, and then that little guy joins the two pipes together and holds everything in place. As far as tightening the pipe clamps, tighten them on the inlet pipes first, then do your cone filters, and then come back and do these guys once everything's pushed down into place. Don't forget to plug in your intake air temperature sensor and make sure that that crankcase vent line is pushed all the way down if you went ahead and installed that AFE tube. But with that said, if you are planning to purchase any sort of CVF intake for your truck or any other CV fabrication part, please make sure that you use my coupon code. It helps my channel and it helps you save a couple pennies on your project. But anyways, with that said, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye.